Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Captain Shaq here, and welcome back to Battlefront. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about, well, my views on the title after getting over 20 hours, probably like 25 hours of actual game time in. Ooh, look, an X-Wing. I will be doing this commentary live while playing, but let's talk about what the game so far has to offer and some of the issues that I think it has. I already did a video saying my first impressions. Those haven't changed. The game is a ton of fun. Oh, we've got Imperial forces in the air. One of the complaints that a lot of people have been talking about, and since I'm already in an aircraft, are... Oh, chew 'em up, chew 'em up, chew 'em up. The flight controls. Devil Dog Gamer, one of the YouTubers that I really enjoy watching, does some great stuff on his channel. He talked about how he hates the flight controls. And I thought this was really funny because I love them. He doesn't like them because they're not enough like Battlefield. I love them because they're nothing like Battlefield. I think they're great. What happens is when you start targeting, if you saw me with that TIE fighter, I kind of sorta started locking him. I don't think we have any more TIEs. Yep, we got one TIE in the air. I was hoping to get another dogfight. You start locking them, and your guns will sorta track them. All right, here we go, here we go. I can see him, he's that little red dot on my little red circle. He's already shot down one of our boys. Come on, red leader, let's go. Yeah, see, they'll start to track, and they'll start to kind of like auto-target, but they're not dead on. You still have to aim them. See the little dot right there? That's where my rounds are gonna end up. So I've gotta aim them. Now, if I right-click and I shoot a missile, then yeah, I can do some serious damage. What this guy is failing to do, though, and this is something that I think a lot of people aren't realizing, and there's nothing to tell you that you can do this, if you hit any of the F keys, you can do the classic Battlefront maneuvers, but it's on a timer. Now, on top of that, that right there will break a missile lock, by the way. That will also dodge an incoming missile if you do it. Now, on top of that, you've also got your #1 ability on the TIE Fighter, or on the X-Wing, excuse me. I have TIE Fighter on me right now. Time to flip over. There are 2 more Imperial fighters in the air. So, there are ways to get around somebody trying to auto-lock you. There's kind of this cat and mouse game. Oh shit, I just got chewed up. So I'm letting mine recharge. Hopefully you'll have a partner, you know, buddy up here. I actually do. I'm gonna try to get this guy off him, chew it up a TIE fighter. So I love it. It gives it more of a cinematic feel. The dogfights aren't these quick, oh, you gotta burst in, he's dead. They're much more cinematic, because I can do things like this. I can also switch into first person and get that real immersive kind of viewport and start making attack runs. Missile away, there's 2 kills right there, easy money. Now, people may say this is OP. Well, I just took small arms fire and lost, I have an incoming missile. And lost half my health, and that health is gone. It does not regenerate. You can't be a pilot class. Time to turn on my shield, turn up, slow down, speed up. I can adjust my speed, and he's on me still, so let's go ahead and do a frickin' barrel roll. Now we got 3 TIE fighters up here. Me and my ally are still in this fight. Feel like we can win this. Oh, we got another X-Wing up here. Missile away. Proton torpedo. Oh, I missed. Flip over, get behind him. So this is part of the funnest thing for me, I think. Oh, I'm dead. He caught me. Is the flight controls. I absolutely love them. I'm legitimately excited for the Starfighter mode that's gonna be coming out. Let me jump back in here. So that's one of the things I thought was interesting. That's gonna be personal preference though. If you want more sim-like controls, you're probably not gonna really dig it. If you like kind of the more, I don't want to say casual arcadey controls, but they pretty much are. They're fun. I mean, they're fun, but they're pretty easy to get a handle on. All right, next up I want to talk about the ATSTs and the spawn camping fiasco that a lot of YouTubers have been putting out. I think Jack Frags did this one. And this is a legitimate problem. What'll happen is, if a proper ATST pilot can get into position, that means blast through the front lines and nobody gives him any trouble. Like, we didn't have rebels up here wrecking him right now. I'm gonna use my, oh, that's not my, I don't have my ion shot, damn it. He sees me. But anyways, I've done it to myself during the stream yesterday, and a few times now. You run your ATSD back here. This is kind of the rebel spawn area, in here, and then kind of out here. And you can run a train on them. You can go crazy and just wreck them with that grenade launcher. But here's the thing. The ATST has absolute shit health, right? And when you do damage to it, every round I'm doing, and small arms fire does do damage to it, every round you do to it is permanent damage that cannot be repaired. So, when I first got into the thing, I was like, my God, this thing sucks. This is terrible. Now I didn't know how to use, wow, that was a terrible throw. I didn't know how to use, oh, good grief. Somebody's piloting the AT-AT, I think. I didn't know how to use any of the weapons. I didn't realize it was a grenade launcher at first. But once I got the handle of it, yeah, I could rock people. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Especially if you've got the sniper rifle. It'll do a chunk of an ATST's health. But if you're getting spawn camped, it's no good. So that's something that they definitely need to fix. Now, they could make the invulnerability timer just a little bit longer, so when you spawn in back here, you can pop out your sniper rifle and shoot the thing, at least doing a little bit of damage. They could change the spawn so you can't spawn into a place that's currently in a firefight, unless all spawn points are in a firefight. All right, here we go. I am not playing at my best. I'm doing this kind of, this review, this first impressions type deal, so. There we go, we're starting to do damage. Now we're doing shit for damage here. We've got small arms fire, shooting at an AT-AT, and obviously that should be crap. We do have some air support though. Our X-Wings are making their runs. Now this is one of the big complaints that people had that were coming into my stream. They're saying, Shaq, isn't it true that the Empire has a humongous advantage and it's almost impossible? 9 out of 10 games, the Empire is winning because the Rebels have to be good, where the Empire can just, well, as long as they're mediocre, they'll win because it's on a timer. If there were no players here, the Empire would win because the AT-ATs would make it to their objective. Is this true? No, I actually think it's the other way around. I think the Rebels have the biggest advantage, especially when a quarter of the players know what the hell's going on. Why is that? Well, there you go, look at that, look at that. We're only at the first marker, and we've already taken down an AT-AT. Boom, we just took down an AT-AT. Half the objectives have been completed now. All we gotta do is take out the other one. Now, why do they have the advantage, the Rebels, in my opinion? And well, because once players start figuring out what to do, what works against the walkers, they're gonna start obviously doing them. Now, the one thing that works amazingly well, and there's a couple videos of this already, is orbital bombardment. It's a power-up that you pick up, anybody can get it. It's not actually that rare, and it does a ton of damage to the AT-AT when it's vulnerable. The problem is right now players are getting all the power-ups and they're just using them. They're not saving them for that moment. Is that a stormtrooper like sneaking behind us? Yes, he is. We're gonna run over there. Let's get him down. Oh, I can't hit him. My accuracy sucks. There we go, got it. See if I can grab this A-wing. Get back in the air. No, it's mine. So, that's the thing. I think the Rebels will have the major advantage, especially when the full game comes out and we get like the rocket launcher that you can have as a power-up, and people will be able to use that instead of small arms fire. Missile away. Notice how many rounds I fired there outside of the missile and actually didn't hit that TIE fighter because I didn't aim my cannons. Did end up killing him with a missile though, so. Yeah, so that's another thing. Let's get into, well, let's talk about hero controls. I know I'm not in a hero right now. I'm running around having some fun in an A-wing, but a lot of people, now this is a funny one because it's totally across the board. I went to a few of my favorite YouTubers that did some first impressions of this, and either they think it's clunky and it's horrible, or they love it and they think the game should be like, have a mode just based around heroes. I also think there should be a mode completely based around heroes. I think that would be a ton of fun, but they're okay. I mean, they are honestly very similar in a lot of respects to the Battlefront 2's heroes. And some of you may be like, yay, and some of you may be like, oh, that sucks, because they were really clunky to me in the original. They were super powerful, but their combat was clunky, super clunky. I mean, it's a first-person shooter engine. Even in that time, like that engine wasn't meant to be melee combat, yet it had melee combat, but it was still fun to jump in as a hero. In this, yeah, they're still clunky. Some people think they're OP, some people think they're really weak. I particularly am not very good at them, so it's hard for me to make a judgment. I love the reflection ability. Let's make a run, where you can hold down right click and you can reflect bolts at people, and you can actually aim them as if you were firing the bolts yourself. So you could like reflect one guy's rounds. Oh, there's an ATST on the ground. You can reflect one guy's rounds, go out here and then make a run right back into his buddy and kill him, which is totally fun. Oh, hello, TIE Fighter, how are you? Fantastic. Bomber's locked in. We've only got 3 Y-Wings coming in this time, and I've got a TIE Fighter on my ass. So, as heroes go, they're all right. It's funny that they're one of the things that most remind me of Battlefront, but not in a good way. Fun, but not super tight. All right, so we talked about the spawn issues, the spawn camping issues. We gotta clear the skies. It's getting real bad up here. It's getting real bad. We got Imperial aces everywhere. I wouldn't call them Imperial aces. Maybe mediocre pilots. I'm going with my wingman here. Oh shit, don't hit me. If they hit you, they will kill you. I've got a lock. Is he gonna do the spin, or has he already wasted it? Come on, come on. See how I didn't hit him at all, even though I was locked onto him? Find that interesting. One thing that Rui was actually figuring out was that if you don't lock them, they won't be so spastastic. There we go, target down. So it's actually better sometimes to not lock them and just aim your guns manually. Sneak up on them and hit them, because they don't have that much health. All right, we're making our attack run. Now, another complaint that's been levied at the game is casual gameplay. Now, this one is a totally legitimate complaint. This is personal preference. This game is casual. It is for people who want to get in with a buddy, maybe play a little bit, but don't expect esports, don't expect super competitive gameplay in this. It's fun, but it's not that kind of game. And you kind of tell they were going that way. I mean, the weapons are super OP. Oh shit, that's all we got? We didn't do anything to it. That's not good, that's not good. We gotta start clearing the skies though. So let's get in this. I mean, I spent most of the time in the air. Stay on target. Go after the target you can kill. There we go. Kicking off my shield. Getting ready to do the flip. I always use F2. I never even bother using F1 or F3. I don't know why you would, because F2 is the flip over. So you can totally change your position. All right, slow down. They should be passing right in front of me. There we go. Ooh, they got an interceptor in the air. Let's get on him. At fighter combat, I really enjoy this. Like, this is my favorite part of it. And probably just because of how fun and casual it is. I wasn't looking for a space sim when I got into this, but... Tactical issues, there haven't really been any, so I don't have any complaints there. Even after 25-ish hours of playing it, it has run pretty well. Okay, there are technical issues, now that I can remember one of them. Party system. Everything was good when I had a buddy, just one person playing with me. Oh god, he's right on my ass, right on my ass. I'm gonna run the trench just for shits and giggles. Oh, I'm gonna die. When we got into a party system of 3, 4 people in it, that's when we started having issues. We couldn't find a server that had enough space for us. This is a huge issue because, well, obviously, this game's a multiplayer game, right? We're supposed to be able to play with our buddies. And one, I wanted to do community events in this. I was thinking having an entire server full of nothing but, the XP gamers. And here we are yesterday, couldn't get more than 3 or 4 people in a server, and there we couldn't even get on the same team. What would happen was, when you hit the server browser to join, okay, we don't own the objective. When you hit the server browser to join up, you would find, okay, that guy's got the power up, that your buddy would join automatically with you, right? But your other party members would be like waiting to join. They would wait to join. Oh god, there's so many stormtroopers over here. We're so screwed. We need to take that base. Your other party members would join a little bit later, and half the time it would bring me and my buddy into a server that was already full. I'm joining my partner right now. Which is, totally bullshit. Sort of that thermal debt. Part of the casual nature of this is the speed at which I think you get the thermal detonators back and the explosion radius of the thermal detonator, which is, it's substantial. It really is. I mean, in a fun way, I absolutely love them, but if you're not good at chucking grenades right where you want them, you don't really have to be in this. You just got to get relatively close and you'll hit them. Let's see if we can stall these guys. Pop our shield. Also get my health back. So, oh, get the cover, get the cover. No, you don't. No, you don't. You're not taking my Y-wings from me. Take cover. So, I mean, that's a thing. The server issues, that's going to be a major issue for the game if it comes out and has issues. If it has those same issues, ATSD coming in. Oh, he hit me with those grenades. Those grenades are so powerful. Go, go, go! Spawn back in. Clear out some of these stormtroopers. Where are you going? It's hard to tell balance though, since we're missing most of the abilities, the missing of the cards. I hope we're missing most of the abilities, because a lot of the longevity of this title is going to be based on, oh shit, I'm trying to stay alive. Oh, they killed my turret. It's going to be based on the kind of things you can unlock, the way you can customize your class, the kind of different types of gameplay that you're gonna have. Oh, there's 3 of them over here. There's a whole squad. So those are gonna be issues. Now, I don't know how we're gonna do community events in this. I mean, I could play and I could bring 8 people into a party. 8 people is the limit right now, which is very frustrating to me in a large scale, cooperative game that I fondly remember this series as the game I would play at LAN parties with lots of people. So if there is a limit to 8 people in a party, you just took away one of the things that are the heart and soul. We're totally getting spawn camp now because they pushed so far in. This is one of those spawn issues, but we may just win this. Jump, 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 jump. Oh, effing Darth Vader. Have that. No, no, no. Vader, no. Vader, no. We got this. We got it. We got it. We got it. Fire. And we got the win. There you go. Rebel victory at a random match. How about that? Is that my 1 out of 10 times? I don't think so. It's actually more often than not the Rebels win, in my opinion. And not bad. And we didn't have any crazy numbers. A lot of, like, Angry Joe did a video. He did his first impressions. I was really curious what he thought, because I know he's a Star Wars fan. And he had this big rant about, oh, the map isn't balanced in the beta. Probably day 1 or day 2 of the beta, where people have no idea how to play the damn game. And he was screaming about his buddy who was streaming it had like 100 and something kills because he was spawn camping, which was a great example of why the spawn system needs to be worked on. But he kind of just focused on that and called the game trashed based on that concept. And that surprised me because there's so much there that is fun. To me, at least. I'm enjoying it a lot. But a lot of it's going to be personal preference. If you're okay with having fun in a Star Wars game in a casual manner, you're not looking for the next esport, you're not looking for super competitive, I guess, clan-based matches, like, I don't know, I guess Battlefield has that now. I'm not in the Battlefield scene, so I couldn't tell you. That's not my kind of gameplay. Then, yeah, I don't know. You'll enjoy this if you're looking for a casual shooter that's very immersive in the Star Wars universe. If you're looking for big multiplayer, they've got to fix the party system. I mean, that's the biggest thing. They got to fix that party system. All right, guys. Well, that is going to wrap up my rant about this title. It's going to be fun, I think. Hopefully, we'll see how the release goes. If you remember Battlefield 4, I love those ISDs in the background. Battlefield 4 had a horrible release. It was a really fun beta, and then the release came out, and the servers were broken, and they had all kinds of issues. So hopefully we don't have a repeat of that, but it's totally possible that we might. Get away from me, rebel scum. Oh. All right, guys. If you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel for more gaming goodness. I'm going to play me some Battlefront, and I will see you... Oh, get the objective in the next episode. Do the shimmy. Do the shimmy. I'm good. I don't want to get shot in the face.